welcome again to another edition of Weekly Training. This week we're going to cover week 2 of the regular season in Georgia high school, and we have one clip 2 from outside the state. I'm going to start off with some targeting. This one's going to be on a kickoff. We're going to try a little short pooch kick. You see he's in position to catch the ball, and he's going to get drilled. In zone view, you can kind of see it looks like he may have led with the forearm there. But we did not flag this, and as you can see, it is obviously a targeting. Should have been a flag. You could have targeting, you could have KCI, as he does not give him the opportunity to cleanly catch this ball. Also, you gotta look at, by not flagging it, see how the ball comes out here. If this ball were to stay in bounds and then recovered by K, not only have we not flagged when we should have, we've also given K the ball, which is huge. Flipping the field could be potentially changing the outcome of the game. So we need to make sure we're diligent and efficient and consistent in how we flag targeting. Alright, here's another one. This one actually resulted in an ejection, and rightly so. So we flagged the targeting. And you can see number 35, White's going to come in. He's on taunting, and we rightly flag him for that. Anytime we have an injury, and there's taunting over the injury, the injured player, we definitely need to at least get that for at least taunting. And right here, you got a targeting foul that results in an injury. The crew decided to eject the player, and they were correct in doing so. We got a vicious targeting, injures the player. So let's go ahead and eject that defender. There's no reason for that hit, and in that manner, and he doesn't need to stay in the ball game. And we definitely need to pop number 35 here for that. There's no need for that in the game. That's just there's no room for that. So good job with the crew there. They ejected the player who committed the targeting, flagged the kid for taunting, and then they kind of dissipated the chaos to the best of their ability. Alright, blocking below the waist once again. Let's look at this tackle on the right side. That's immediate snap. You go straight for a guy, head up on him. It's immediate snap, no step, no nothing. So that is legal. It's perfectly within the rules. See it even better here. That's how illegal blocking below the waist should be executed. So I'm talking about the free blocking zone. Remember, the rulebook defines it as 4 yards on either side of the snap. So it's 4 yards this way, 4 yards this way. And if any part of the lineman's body is inside that 4-yard box, then we have to deem that as he's inside the free blocking zone. So the gray area becomes tight ends. See, in this one, it's tight end right here. He's gonna go down and commit block below the waist. It satisfies all the other requirements. Block below the waist. It's immediate. It is the ball still within the free blocking zone, and all that. The only question is he himself inside the free blocking zone? If any part of his body is inside the free blocking zone, then we deem it legal. Remember, it's 4 yards, Like I said, I know you don't have a measuring stick out there, but you gotta use your judgment on 4 yards. In this play specifically, it looks like he is probably inside the free blocking zone. So this would be legal. And some other things to look for: he blocks toward the snap, and the block is at the line of scrimmage or over. It's not behind, and it's not toward the sideline, which would be indications of a delay or ball outside the zone. So all indications here would be that this is a legal block below the waist. And you would just, like I said, if any part of that body is inside the free blocking zone, he is inside the free blocking zone. We're going to have a late hit on our runner who's already down. It's pretty close, but this is a safety foul, so we need to do what we can to protect this player. As you can see, he's already down the ground when the defender comes in and makes that dive. We need to play like this. That's a late hit. I don't know if this is any better. But he's down there, and then the defender comes in. So let's flag that. That's late. We want to protect these players the best we can. Any kind of safety foul, we want to go with. We always want to err on the side of caution. We don't see roughing the kicker much. Every time you see it on film or something, it's usually out of the frame. This is great. We're going to see it right here. The reason we want roughing here instead of running into is he doesn't even slow down, doesn't try to stop. Ball's clearly off, hits his leg. The kicker's in a vulnerable position right there. That would be an example of roughing. That's not running into. Because, like I said, the defender doesn't even try to slow down, doesn't try to stop, doesn't try to do anything. Just runs straight through his leg. So, pretty textbook roughing the kicker. We're going to have a blindside block, what we call, right here. You see it coming in right there. So we flag this for a blindside block. I actually think this is legal. I know we say open hands is what we want. Looks like he has his hands out right there. He just kind of brings the player in and then pushes him out. I'm okay with that. To me, that satisfies open hands. That's not a vicious hit. It's not. He's not trying to blow him up. He puts his hands out there. He just kind of brings him into his body after he makes contact and pushes off. Again, I'm okay with this. It's still a blindside block, but remember, you can have a blindside block that's not illegal. If they come in with open hands and they use those open hands to initiate the block and to use most of the force is coming from those open hands, then that is a legal blindside block. I think here that would be a legal blindside block. Here we're going to have holding on the perimeter. It's going to be right here. The feet are good right now, but it's when the defender tries to get away, you got just that brief tug. But that's all it takes. And once those feet are beat, he then has to let the defender go if he tries to get away. And he's still got a hold of him. And you see just that little bit of hold probably took him out of position long enough for the runner to gain another yard or two. So that's a good call there. Got a similar one here. Again, right there. See, the feet are good. When the feet are no longer good, he's still got a hold of them. Defender tries to get away. That one he clears them for more than just a yard or two. So, this again is a flag. Because sometimes that little tug, especially on the perimeter like that, as the runner's running by, a lot of times that little tug is all you need. That was probably actually a little more than just a little pull. A good job of the deep is staying at the goal line here. Remember, as a deep, we don't want to move off the goal line until the goal line is no longer threatened. Here, the goal line is the threat. You know, it's going to be a short pass, so we want to stay on that goal line, back up. Maybe back up just a little bit more. Wider's better. Get where you can see, where you can rule right there. Go from bad to good. I mean, from good to bad. Here we want to move off this goal line a little bit quicker. If it's got short yardage here, it looks like it's going a deep pass toward that end zone. Go ahead and let the ball, especially if the ball is already thrown, go ahead and let that take you to the goal line. I mean the end line. Because here we should be moving off this goal line with the ball toward the end line as close as we can, the best position we can to get on that end line. Now this is for 6-man only. If you're in a crew of 7, you actually got that inline help from the back judge, so it's not as necessary to move off the goal line in that instance. But this is a crew of 6 that we're talking about right here. All right, watch this tackle. Hand on the ground. Then the hand comes off the ground. That is a foul. Interior lineman, they put that hand on the ground. This guy stay on the ground. You see how this guard and tackle on the right hand side do it well. They keep that hand on the ground. Now these eligible receivers here on the end, they can move a hand off the ground. That's fine. But if they're covered up on the line, once they put that hand on the ground, this guy stay on the ground. Watch this player running off. He is the 11th man. He's not replaced. They snapped the ball. This should be a dead ball foul. He is in the neutral zone. Even if he thinks he's off, if he thinks he's out of the play or whatever, it doesn't matter. If he is a player, because he's the 11th guy, he's not replaced. He just thinks he is, and he's across that neutral zone. Ball snapped. That's encroachment. Kill it. 5-yard penalty, and just keep going from there. But you know, just make sure, you know, the best thing to do is kill this. Don't let it go. Kill it. Neutral zone infraction or encroachment, and 5-yard penalty. We're watching number 1. We're going to get him for leaping. Now, some have said, since that guard's got his hand on the ground, is not leaping. But he's still coming over the center some too. That center comes up right now. It's going to hurt the defender, the guy leaping. So this is a good flag for personal foul. And we don't want him coming over the line like that. This is not safe for either player. So we want to knock that out when we can. Last one we got today was watch the tackle, or you know, the actual tackling, not the position player tackle. This is not a horse collar. I think it was flag for horse collar. But this is when we look for horse collaring. We want to look for a change of direction. We want to buckle the knees, and we don't have that here. He's really kind of takes the runner down with his momentum, and he's got a hand in the front to kind of guide him down. Now, this is not that knee buckling, change of direction tackle that we want to see when we call the horse collar foul. So, you know, you really want that change of direction. You want that knee buckle before you flag that. that's all for this week. We'll be back here next week with week 3. Have a good week. Good luck, guys. Stay hydrated. Stay cool, because it is hot out there.